Hey, this is Molly from Stride and Edge. So this is going to be a 20-minute all-rounder class. This class is perfect for anyone who just wants to get straight into moving. So it could be great in the morning or maybe even just before you go to bed and you just want to move that body. All you need is yourselves and your mat. So if you do like this class, then please give us a like or leave us any comments in the description below. And also, if you like these classes, then hit subscribe to our channel because there'll be more to follow. So I hope you enjoy. So we're going to start standing at the top of our mat. We're going to take our feet to be hip distance apart, feeling like the feet are grounding through the mat, down into the earth, rolling the shoulders up, back and down, palms facing forwards, strong through the legs, pelvis tucked, and reaching the crown of the head up tall. I want you to just close your eyes here. Take a big inhale and exhale out the mouth. And again, a big inhale through the nose and exhale out the mouth. One more time, inhale. And on this exhale, we exhale out the mouth and then gently opening the eyes. From here, we're going to inhale, lift the arms up overhead, interlacing the hands and releasing the index finger and the thumb. So you've got this little gun over our head, reaching them up tall, feeling that stretch and that opening in the side body, finding that space. We inhale and then exhale, reach those fingers all the way over to the right hand side. You can even take your hips over towards the left, so you're kind of creating this big C shape with the body. Drawing the feet down, inhaling here. Stay as we exhale. One more inhale back to center, reaching up tall. And then exhale over towards the left. Again, you can take those hips over towards the right, finding that space in the side body. Rolling the top shoulder back so we're not barreling down, we're opening up. Inhale here. And exhale to reach. Then we inhale, come all the way back up to center, releasing the hands where they are. And then exhale, taking the arms all the way back behind us, and this time interlacing behind our back. From here, we inhale, straightening the arms, squeezing the shoulder blades together. Maybe we can take our hands away from our lower back. And then as we exhale, we hinge at the hips and we forward fold down. Starting to open up through those shoulders. Making sure that your neck is nice and released. You can have a slight bend in your legs. Letting gravity take those arms away from our body. Inhale here, flattening the back, halfway lift. And exhale, folding a little bit deeper. And then nice and slowly releasing the hands, letting them fall down towards the mat, just shaking it off. You can sway side to side, releasing that lower back. Big deep breaths. And then from here we're going to inhale, slide the hands up the shins, flat back, lengthen the spine. Exhale, plant the hands, make our way back to a high plank position. So stepping the feet back, strong through the core, shoulders over the wrists, fingers nice and spread. Tucking the tailbone under, you can start to push the shoulder blades out, so we're rounding up through the upper back and squeezing the navel up towards the spine, holding here for 1. Exhale. Inhale for 2. And exhale, strong through that core. Inhale for 3. Nice long breaths. Exhale. Inhale 4. And exhale. Last breath. We inhale here. And then as we exhale, we're going to shift forwards first. And then we can bring our knees down if you like, or coming down all the way through Chaturanga. And then all the way down onto our belly. Untucking the toes, gentle pressure in the hands, but using your lower back strength to lift the upper body up, finding our cobra. And then exhale, lowering back down, tucking the toes, finding our downward facing dog. You can have a slight bend in your legs here, really pushing the hands into the mat to get that chest a little bit more open, finding that length through the spine. Inhaling here. Stay as we exhale. From here, we're going to inhale, lift the right leg up. Exhale, bend the knee and open up the hip. So getting that knee drawing up towards the ceiling or the sky, stacking the hips, making sure that those shoulders are staying nice and square down. Inhale here. Exhale, bring that knee shifting forwards towards the right elbow, a little tap. Inhale, take it back, open hip. Exhale, knee to left elbow, left tricep if we can, squeezing through the core. Inhale, taking it back, open hip. This time, exhale, bringing the knee all the way through in between the nose, squeeze the core, lift the hips as high as we can, and then stepping that foot through between the hands. From here, we're going to drop the back knee down. Inhale, lifting the arms up overhead, really push those hips forwards, finding that stretch in that front left hip flexor. And then as we exhale, we shift the weight back, straighten the front leg, and forward fold into our half splits. And again, inhale, shift forward, sweep the arms. And the opening. And exhale, we shift back, finding the closing. One more time, inhale, lift the arms. And exhale, taking it back. This time we inhale, shift forwards, planting the foot, and then planting the left hand underneath the left shoulder. And we're going to lift the back knee up. From here, we're going to inhale, peel open towards the right, lifting that right arm up, opening the chest, finding this twisted lunge. Inhaling here. Exhale to stay. From here, we're going to make a transition into side plank. So you have a variation to drop the back knee down and then step that front foot all the way back into assisted side plank. Or we can keep that back knee lifted and stepping the right foot, stepping it back on top of the left. You can stack the feet in front, so the right foot's in front of the left, or maybe it's just stacked on top. Squeezing through the obliques, lifting those hips up high, opening the chest, strong through that shoulder. Inhale here. Stay as we exhale. From here, we're going to inhale, lift the right leg, bending the leg, and then stepping those toes behind you. Your left leg might be on the ground, the knee, so we're in a modified wild thing, or we're coming into a full wild thing, opening up the chest, finding that little back bend. And then our next exhale, we look down towards the mat, planting the right hand, and everyone take it back to your three-legged dog. Inhale. Exhale, look between the hands. We shift forwards first. You can lower the leg if you want, or keep it lifted as we chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. And exhale, take it back to our downward facing dog. Ready for the other side. We inhale, lift the left leg. Exhale, bending that knee and opening up the hip. Again, really thinking about stacking the hips on top of one another so we find that open hip, but closing those shoulders. Inhale here. Exhale, shift forwards, knee to left tricep. Little squeeze. Inhale, take it back. Open hip. Exhale, knee to right tricep. Twisting underneath. Inhale, take it back. Open hip. Exhale, knee towards the nose. Squeeze the core, lift the hips, and then step that foot through between the hands. We drop the back knee down. From here, we inhale, lift the arms up, pushing those hips forwards, finding that stretch in that front psoas. Inhale. Exhale, shift the weight back, straighten the leg, and we forward fold. Inhale, lifting up, moving with the breath. Exhale, taking it back. Half splits, flexing the foot. Inhale, shift forwards, lifting. And exhale, taking it back. From here, we inhale, shift forwards, planting that front foot. And then we're going to plant the right hand under the shoulder. From here we tuck the back toes, float the back knee, and open up towards the left. Finding that twisted lunge. Making sure our shoulders, top shoulders rolling back, opening up through the chest, squeezing the inner thighs together. Inhaling here. Stay as we exhale. And then again, that transition to side plank, lowering the knee if you want to, or keep it lifted as we step the front leg all the way back. Finding that side plank, lifting up through the hips, squeezing those side obliques, and opening up through the chest. We inhale together. And exhale, staying strong. One more breath, inhale, lifting, and exhaling. And then from here, we're going to float that top leg up, bending the leg and stepping the toes behind, pushing those hips forwards, opening the chest, finding our wild thing. Inhaling here. Stay as we exhale. And then we look back down towards the mat, planting the hand. We inhale everyone back to our three-legged dog, lifting the leg. Exhale, shift forwards to our vinyasa. Lower the leg if you want to, or chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, take it back. Downward facing dog. From here we inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, look between the hands. You can step, walk or hop to the top of the mat. We inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine. Exhale, we forward fold. Inhale, rolling up to standing, sweeping the arms up overhead. And exhale, bringing the palms to the chest. From here, we're going to come into warrior three. So if you want, you can place your hands on your hips, or maybe we can keep them at our chest. Or if you want, you can take them all the way up overhead to start with. But we're just going to start to take the weight over onto that left leg. We can come onto our right toes. And then starting to shift the weight forwards, we're going to shoot the right leg back all the way behind us, finding our warrior three. If we have a slight bend in that standing leg, in that left leg, that'll help with balance. Focusing on something in front of us. Again, those arms can be at the chest in a prayer. They can even be out wide, helping with balance even more. Squeezing the inner thighs together. Strong through that floating leg. The foot is drawing behind us. Then wherever we are, we bend into the standing leg and slowly transition back, stepping the back toes back, finding our high lunge. We inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, sinking down a bit deeper. From here, we drop the back heel down. We open the arms, finding our warrior two. So from here, we've got a nice, strong foundation in the legs. That front knee is rotating outwards, so it's not falling in. Strong through the arms, taking the gaze over that front hand. Inhale, we flip the front palm, we reverse the warrior, reaching it all the way up and behind us. Inhaling here. Sink a little deeper as we exhale. Then from here, we're going to straighten the front leg. Transitioning through to our triangle, we hinge at the hips, reaching that left hand forwards as far as we can take it. And then we start to bring that hand on the inside of that shin. That top arm comes up. Finding our triangle pose. If we squeeze that right glute, that'll just push those hips forwards a little bit. So we're really finding that beautiful one plane. Inhaling here. Stay as we exhale. Then we're going to bend into that front leg, opening back into warrior two. Inhale. Exhale, windmill the hands down, framing the foot, making our way back through our vinyasa. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhaling here. Straight away, exhale, we bend the knees, look between the hands, step, walk or hop. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, we fold, squeeze the core. Inhale, rolling up to standing, sweeping the arms up overhead. And exhale, bring the palms to the chest. Ready for the other side. Starting to take that weight now into the right leg. You can come onto the left toes to start with. Any variation you want with your hands, if they're on their hips, or maybe at the chest, or straight up over the head, strong through the arms. You can even start to bring that left leg up into our chest, bent at the knee, and then starting to take that torso forwards, shifting forwards and shooting the leg all the way behind. Slow transition. Strong through the leg, reaching with the arms, squeezing the inner thighs together. Inhaling here, and stay as we exhale. From here, we're going to bend into that standing leg, really slow transition, taking it back, letting the back toes touch down onto the mat as we inhale, finding our high lunge. Inhaling here, exhale, sinking a little bit deeper. From here, we drop the back heel down and we open up, finding our warrior two. Again, strong through the legs, feeling like you've got that reaching sensation from the base of your spine all the way up to the crown of your head, reaching the arms out tall. From here, we flip the front palm and we reverse the warrior, reaching it all the way up first, finding space, and then starting to take it back. Bending into the front leg, inhale, exhale. Moving through that transition, we straighten the front leg and starting to take that right leg as far as we can in front. Reaching, 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 and then taking that palm down on the inside of that right leg. The top arm comes up, opening up through the chest, this time squeezing the left glute to push those hips forwards so the pelvis is tucked. We've not got anything sticking out or our shoulders not dropping down. Everything's stacked on top of one another. Our next inhale, we bend into the front leg, opening up warrior two one more time. And then exhale, windmill the hands down, framing the foot, making our way back through our vinyasa. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. From here, we're going to inhale, shift forwards, finding our high plank. Exhale, moving through chaturanga, we're going to lower down nice and controlled all the way onto our belly. And then once we get there, we're going to bend at the legs, finding bow pose, taking a hold of the feet, the tops of the feet or the ankles with our hands. And if we can't quite reach with our hands towards our feet, then we can just interlace our hands behind our back and lifting our chest up, finding that same motion. If we do have a hold of our feet, we use that lower back to lift the chest, squeeze the shoulder blades together, and then everybody kicking the feet away, opening up through the chest, finding that deeper back bend. Remembering to breathe here. Inhaling and exhaling. Finding that lift, and then nice and slowly taking the body back down, releasing the legs. You can just shake the hips side to side, releasing the lower back. From here, we push into the hands, taking ourselves back to our child's pose. Sinking the chest down, the forehead comes down. Releasing the breath out. From here, we're going to roll onto the outside of our hip, coming into a seated position. Whatever's more comfortable for you, cross-legged, or maybe you want to sit on something to create a little bit of height for your hips. We're just going to place our hands onto our knees. We're closing our eyes. And then from here, we're going to inhale, lift the shoulders up towards the ears, roll them down the back, and find that space between the shoulders and the ears. Nice long neck, long spine. We're going to inhale, lift the arms up overhead. You can keep the eyes closed if you want. And then exhale, twisting from the core. We twist over towards the right, so the right hand comes behind and the left hand comes onto the outside of that right knee. Once we get there, we inhale, push into our hands to lengthen the spine. And then exhale, using the hands and using the core to twist all the way from the base of the spine, all the way up to the top. And the head can look last if it feels okay in the neck. Inhale where we are, find the space. And exhale, twist a little deeper, wringing out that spine. And then nice and slowly inhale, releasing, lifting the arms up overhead, reaching up tall first, and then exhale, twisting to the other side. Left hand comes behind, right hand on the outside of that knee. Then here we inhale, push into that back hand to lengthen up the spine. And then exhale, using that hand against the knee to twist a little bit deeper, finding that ringing sensation from the base of the spine all the way up. Inhale here, finding length, and exhale, twisting a bit deeper. And then we inhale, come all the way back to center, lift the arms up overhead. And then exhale, bring the palms to the chest, closing our eyes. Take one big cleansing breath here, which is where we breathe in through the nose and then sigh the breath out through the mouth, releasing everything down. So when you're ready, we inhale, filling as much air as possible into the lungs, and then exhale, sigh it out. And then just relax that breath, release the breath. And thank you so much for doing this class with me. Namaste.